Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And so for all of the discussion of the imagined exodus that would take place were we to tax the wealthiest New Yorkers by the appropriate amount, I say imagined because before I was a mayor, I was a state legislator, and I was part of an effort to increase taxes on millionaires at that time. We were told the same thing then. And what we find now is that we have more millionaires today than we did at that time, even after having passed that tax. And so for all of that conversation about this imagined exodus, we have to reckon with the very real exodus that we are seeing in the city. An exodus of working class people. An exodus of those who cannot afford to live here. And for many who work here, who now find their residence in Jersey City or in Connecticut or in Pennsylvania, anywhere else where their dollar can go a little bit further. And we've seen just in a snapshot from 2000 to 2020, the city lost 200,000 of its black residents. That is the cost of inaction. And so that also speaks to the urgency of this conversation and this advocacy, and it is a representation of the fact that while this is a global issue, it is also very much a local issue here in New York City.
A recipe for communism. And it started. You know, he's taking over the insurance industry. He wants city to provide insurance for homeowners. This is going to be some sort of a sop to the real estate community. They can't really be for this, can they? It is what he talked about when he was making those lustful videos, dreaming about being powerful and dreaming about government ownership of the means of production. It is a more than a baby step in that direction. Taking over now, if you know about this stuff, if this is more logical, it doesn't seem like it seems totally out of line to me. But do you own property in New York City? Do you own stuff? You have landlords out there who are receiving rent. Listen to this. New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani is introducing a plan to lower insurance costs for apartment landlords, his first prominent effort to help the city's real estate owners after months of feuding with the industry. His administration intends to use city dollars to issue new insurance policies that would reduce property owners' insurance costs between 20% to 30%. Mamdani still must get the funding approved through the city council, pushovers. He hopes to offer the policies next year to owners of rent-stabilized buildings or other affordable housing covering 20,000 homes. He wants to increase the number to 100 by 2030. Mamdani is expected to unveil the plan today. Insurance costs for rent-stabilized buildings have risen 10.5% over the past year, the second largest increase behind the fuel costs, according to the city's rent guideline boards. Insurance is one of the driving forces of increased costs that owners have been facing. This is really about trying to control those costs. Now, the new insurance program marks a meaningful pivot by Mamdani after a number of his proposals intended to make housing more affordable or balance the city's budget brought an outcry from real estate interests. Now, property owners have been among the mayor's loudest opponents, yes, but Mamdani is still sorting out the details of how this program would be implemented, including what kind of apartment buildings would qualify and how much the program might ultimately cost. How do you do this? It sounds too far-fetched, quite frankly, to me. The city is hiring a risk consultant to build out the program's design. It is also looking for a commercial insurance provider to actually operate the program, because he doesn't know how to do it, so you need commercial people to do it. But it's going to, it seems like it's contradicting itself already. By leaning on the city coffers, the insurance policies will be cheaper to issue because the government does not have the same profit demands as private insurers. And it will provide more options, they say, to buildings that might have more trouble securing an affordable insurance policy. Insurance companies are looking to drop families like me with small properties because they don't find us to be worth having on the books, said Jan Lee, whose rent-stabilized apartment building with a total of 28 units in Chinatown have been in his family for generations. Well, it looks like a temporary solution to a long-term problem, but the long-term solution will morph into government ownership, which is what I don't want. I don't think anybody wants when they really think about it. What a fix we're in with this guy. Thanks a lot, Curtis. That poor egomaniac. You know, every professional, every guy who was running for mayor, we said awful things about them because, well, they were true. And we were trying to save the city. But now that we're here, right, alliances are being formed, words were said, but not even apologies, just an understanding. You move past it. Mamdani moved past it. Cuomo moved past it. Curtis, like a little baby, like the little baby he is, can't get past it. His feelings were hurt. Oh, we should have done this for him. We should have done that for him. Well, he should have been a professional. He should have run a professional campaign, not have it be an offshoot of his stupid stickball league, right? Not be another little fun thing with Guardian Angels awareness. Another money grab by his sister. What about that? Have they really looked into that yet? Have we really found out where all that money went? I mean, giving a guy like Curtis Sliwa millions of dollars is dangerous. I mean, no offense to Curtis, but he can't handle that kind of money. He doesn't have the administrative ability. I don't think he has the integrity. I don't think he has the maturity. That's what he's lacking, maturity. He's just not a mature person. It's all stickball, goofball, subways, yeah, this, that, and the other thing. Up in the Bronx, baby, yeah. It's this old world view of everything. And that got him 7%. We pleaded with him to run a professional campaign. Pleaded with him. There were people, volunteers, I put him directly in touch with. He wouldn't call back. There were other things. I should play you the interview that I did with him in the summer of 2025, in the middle of it. This didn't come from nowhere, right? This feud, or whatever you want to call it. Some would say, Curtis would say, our abandonment of Curtis in his time of need. No, Curtis abandoned us, actually, when he stuck to his comfort zone. Amateur politician. Joiner of block parties, right? And mini parades in the far reaches of Staten Island. That's not going to get you over the top. You gotta do things you've never done before. There's like 1,000 different things that you got to do to become the mayor of New York. Curtis did 2 of them. Hey, everybody knows who I am. And I'm going to go to stickball events. Oh, 3 things. And I'm going to get the match. The match. He squandered it all. And now look where we are. I can't stand Cuomo. Can't stand the guy. But we'd be in a much better place with that guy in City Hall than this guy, right? And that's Curtis. Curtis did that. Curtis Sliwa. Selfish, immature man. But I still love the guy at heart. I'll be right back.